Damn commercials, even I gotta watch them.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Hangar Studios Flight 713. Today's flight time will be about 1 hour and 13 minutes following takeoff. The content creator of this flight is Captain Godwin Grimm, and this is your favorite developer, B4 Gunner. Please make sure that your seat back is in the upright position, your tray table is closed, and your seatbelt is fastened. We recommend that you continue to fasten your seatbelt while seated during the flight. Also refrain from using any electronic devices during takeoff and landing for safety reasons. Your cooperation will be much appreciated. If there is anything we can do for you, please let us know. We wish you a pleasant flight. Thank you.
Oh, hell yeah. Blue Angel's way more important.
I'm not big on fighting these days, but I don't call the cops. And I'm not big on scrapping lately. When I start, I don't stop. I just need one more person to hate me talk that talk. One more problem might make me kill them all. I'm a heartbreaker, ass kicker. I'm a heartbreaker, nasty words. I got 2 fingers for ass kissers. I'm an asshole, dirtbag, no good bastard.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome, all my members. I can't put in the regular music if I want to save the video. I have to use the royalty-free music to get that going in the background just nice and quietly. But I can't use, like we did that one night we played real music. If we do, we have to delete the video right afterwards. And I thought people might want to use this one to look back on, so we're not going to do that. Hello, TPHI. Good evening. So, basically, start off with, I already know where I'm going tonight because I kind of pre-did everything, but when I'm doing a bush flight, I look for places, you know, where I know there's huge mountain ranges. Hello, Mrs. TPHI. And I've been wanting to do one in Africa. So I know there's mountains right in here. I know there's mountains in here. This is desert. This is a little bit better. So I go in and I take a look and say, all right, where are we going to go? Well, what do we got here? We got elephants, giraffes, giraffes. Not quite, I don't care so much about things. What I'm looking for is small airports, which sometimes hide like right there. And you see the terrain is crazy bonkers. There's somebody there. So now I know there's a few airports around here. Oh, there's one right there. So I'm literally looking for the little dots which don't show up until you zoom right in on them. There's an airport. And then I jump over to little nav map, which I'll switch you guys over to. They come over here because this is linked to all the airports. Are a little easier to follow. There's an airport there. There's an airport there. There. Down here, over here. There's a lot of small airports right through here. So tonight's flight's actually going to be kind of short. Well, not super short, but it's not going to be a full flight. What I do is I pick one of these, set it as a destination. Pick another one as a departure. Departure. And check my distance. I'm looking for 150, 140, 120, 125 to 150. 150 is going to be long because we're only bush flying. We're usually doing 80 to 100, and then with all the twists and turns and stops, that's going to be even longer. So what I'll do here is probably put this one as destination instead. 122. That's probably going to be better. Then I try to think about where I want to go. Like there's a really cool passage through here. And a mountain down like this. There's some roads and rivers. But then I don't hit either one of these. And I really want to hit this because it looks like it's going to be a wild airport. It's at 8,300 feet altitude. So that one looks like it's going to be a bonkers airport. So I know I'm going to hit there, so I'll go ahead and select there. We're still 130. So if we go, what if we hit that one too? We're at 200. So I know that's long, but I want to go to that one. So what we'll do is we'll ditch this one. We'll go over here and set this one as destination instead. That drops us back down to 140. So we're good. Really only going to hit 2 rustic airports today. And we're not going to even try that mountain. The Mount Choke is 4,000 meters. This little bugger's bush planes aren't going to do well up there. So now I go down into where I can see the terrain. If you wonder why I end up with a million things, I look for features like this. Easy to where I can drop into a valley. That's going to be right up there. We're going to follow that road right up. That's why there's sometimes 50. You can leave out a lot of waypoints, like when you're transferring them over to your Xbox. And I usually, this is just something I do for myself, like this waypoint right here. I'll actually shift it so it's right in line with the airport runway. So that way, when I know I come across, I'm pretty straight shot into the runway. Because you know me, I have such a great time finding the airports. Which way do we want to go to get there? This is serious. Mountains. There looks like there's a valley of some sort right up through here. Looks like a dry river valley. 3 or 4, yeah, almost straight. I put them in so that if someone is flying along, especially someone who has to use autopilot a lot, that they can use it without having to hand fly the whole flight. That's one of the reasons I put in so many. I don't know if that ridge is going to be good. It might be better to follow down in there. But I'm hoping this ridge up here is good. And then, now let's see here, there's like no real good way to get over to there. From here, sometimes pulling out a little bit will show you a better path. Like, there's a valley right there. And a good lot of times roads following roads is a good way to do it, because the roads have already cut through. We'll go ahead and follow the road for a ways there. So this is pretty straightforward. Let's see. I think we'll just go right. We'll go right. Do something fun here. Looks like there's a valley right here that we can rip up. Come in right over town, right into the airport. There we go. This area right here is a bit off, but I think it'll be good if we just follow the road. Also, if I'm coming up over a ridgeline, which I don't think we're doing here today, that one's going to go over there. But if I'm, yeah, right here we're coming over ridgeline. A lot of times what I'll do is look for, I don't see one particularly right here. Yeah, there's one there. We can do that. Look for a gap between peaks, a little low spot. There. That's why if you ever notice we come up over low spots quite often. I'm thinking this one's going to be better off if we don't even do that. We come down here, take off from that airport, and just come out of that airport. We'll go over that little town, come through right over these peaks, drop down in there and use that to get that back down to the main valley. That's why a lot of times it goes up. Yeah, dude, that's why your distance I try to start at like 125 because by the time you wiggle all around, your mileage goes crazy. That gets us stopping at 2 airports. I really want to check this one out because it's got the altitude on it's bonkers. Oops, didn't want to do that. Come on, bring up the altitude again. Yeah, it's an 8,300 foot elevation. It's a long runway, 4,800 foot, but it's all soft. And this one is also, this one's in town, but it's still 8,500 feet up. Again, soft runway. Prefers runway 17. Really? Oh, probably because of the town. They don't want you running over town, I think. But that's fine. We don't care. We're going to run over town anyways. That should do it. And then once you got that done in little nav map, just go over here. Simple enough. Export as Microsoft Flight Sim. Give it a name. Push flight. Save it. Sometimes it'll ask you to pick a starting location, which, of course, oddly enough, this doesn't have. It doesn't even have. It's not even on the airport. It's really weird that having some of these backwoods ones. It's third world ones. I don't think that's the last third world right there, but it's as simple as that. And then I jump back into the flight sim. I already got a bush plane booted up. Sure got enough fuel. I'll usually load the map first. You know this part though. I have flight plans everywhere. The crap I got in here. About an hour and 33. I will take them real quickly, post that in the members only section, so if anybody wants to fly along, they can grab it. Or you can just pick the starting airport and you can start there, either or. I think Mr. Brett's flying too, shortly. I don't know why I always run into Brett. In another couple weeks, we won't be running into Brett because we'll be separated by 2 more hours. Just we got this funky time period where we just kind of bang heads. Which I'm not always happy about, but yeah, I don't like banging heads with him, so I like to fly along with him. But it's just that in a couple of weeks when daylight savings time switches for both of us, everything will be good again for the winter. We won't have that problem. Good way to see if you got enough fuel after it's loaded. For bush flying, I know I don't need that much fuel, especially this one. That's better. Go ahead and fly. But that's how I look at an airport, and I use the typographical map portion. I make sure I zoom in tight enough for typographical so I can see gaps like this or a little gap like that. I try to shoot for those. Occasionally I'll pick a peak and go over it, but I like to pick the little gaps. I don't know if you probably saw this silly ass thing I made today. The short. Because I was trading through my YouTube. It sends you all sorts of stuff that you should try to do, you know? And you know, or you should try one of the new things trending in shorts, and it's like and they put up that monster one. It's all these young girls becoming goth or whatever and becoming monsters and shit, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, we got to switch that over. I got to do one of those. So, no, don't worry about it. I know you're with Brett. I figured. Yeah, the XL. He's flying the XL. I figured. Like I just was explaining before you got here that I've been banging heads with Brett, and I probably will for another 2 weeks, and then we won't because we'll have the daylight savings time on both of us. It'll give a 2-hour separation, and we'll be back to normal where we won't be banging heads against each other. So I'm going to cheat on this plane. Oh shit, I still have dev mode on. Hold on. Give me just a minute. I gotta remember where it's at. Well, I hate dev mode, but I used it for that. I don't get any watch hours, or flying hours. There we go. So enjoy your flight with Mr. Brett. John, absolutely. But thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. I am going to cheat here though, because I don't always like having that map up, but I like to know where I'm going, so I can turn on this and cheat a little bit. Oh, somebody disappeared. I don't know if they disappeared because they decided they didn't want to fly, or they disappeared because stupid YouTube. Oh shit! No, you don't. I just go to map mode and set the GPS and then shut it off. Should be good. I don't know. Never been here. Everything's acting. Oh, you're back. YouTube, or not YouTube, Microsoft. I gotta turn that. Is the music too loud? Music too damn loud? Or is it just me? It might be too freaking loud. I tend to have my music cranked. Okay, the brakes are off. Looks like you're back. You want to go anytime you want to go? You want me to go first because I have the flight plan. This thing's a torquey bugger. But she'll jump right in the air. Let me know the speed on that thing, TPHI. Once you do it, because I don't want to totally outrun you. I can fly this thing a lot slower. Not a lot slower, I can just fly it slower than that one. Farmland. This is not the desert part of Africa. Coastal mountains. Look at the altitude up here. This is 8,000 feet. These flat farmlands are 8,000 feet up. Oh, you CTD'd? Seriously, what a bunch of shit. No, I'll pick a place to land. You're the only one flying along, I might as well wait. Look at it. No kidding. That's freaky. I'm gonna land this thing on a dime. Quite literally. When I don't crash it. Now why can't I do that when other people are around? Nice and smooth. I feel bad that you guys can't get this plane. It's too bad that like Got Friends can't take the Got Gravel and the other one and put them on for like the minimum amount of money, the $1.99. You know, so that way everybody can get the freeware planes in this marketplace. Make them $1.99, so this is the minimum price you can charge. I'm in voice chat if anybody wants to jump in voice chat. Even if you're not watching, if you want to jump in voice chat, it's good. I need to find a Canadian travel agency. Do you know one in town? Do you know one up there? I need to find a Canadian travel agency. Because holy Christ, things are bonkers in Vegas now. It's $37.50 per night per person. Per person. Well, for the first two. After that, you pay it per every person. After two, you have to pay another $37.50 per night for room tax or for bed tax. But then you have your room tax, which is almost 20% by the time you add the city tax and the county tax. Now I'll tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody who can put me together a package from Montreal. That's just a tax. So if you get a room for $70 a night, it's still a $150 a night room. It's just bonkers how expensive the tax is to stay there per night. Yeah, $50 room is $100 a night for a $50 room. It's freaking crazy, and you're not going to find a $50 room. But there's two train trips I've wanted to take as well in Canada. And one goes, I want to go from Montreal to Churchill and stay in Churchill for whatever until the train goes back, whatever the schedule is, 2 days, 3 days, whatever it shows up there. And then I want to go from Montreal to Nova Scotia, or yeah, Halifax, yeah, because I want to go to Oak Island. I know, silly, but I love Oak Island. I've been fascinated with that story since I was a kid. And I want to take the train up, and up there I'll need a motel room and car. In Churchill, you won't need a car because there's just no place to drive to. It's like just hang out up there for 2-3 days. I'd like to do the Churchill run if I do it around the summer solstice so that the sun doesn't set while you're up there. That would be kind of cool. But I'm trying to find somebody that'll actually put together the train and hotel package and give me a price. Just get me the price on the whole shot, or like on the train, the hotel, and the rental car in Nova Scotia. I tried one in Montreal and it didn't go well. Even though they're supposed to be totally bilingual in Montreal, they wanted nothing to do with helping an American get on a train. Let me put it that way. Hey, I see a Mrs. TPHI over there. I'm sitting in some farmer's field. There's plenty of bush flight. I'm in a bush flight, but everybody's over on your flight. But luckily, in another, what, 2 weeks, we won't have that mess anymore because of the daylight savings time. We won't be banging heads anymore. There'll be 2 hours separating us. I send everybody over to your flight anyways. How you doing, Mr. Brett? So, yeah, just another couple of weeks we won't be banging heads anymore. I don't like to, but I was bored as hell, and they had mentioned 6:30, and I looked and nobody was screaming. I was like, I didn't see yours. Or I wouldn't have. But I'd already made all the shit, so, oh well. We're only going to be an hour or so. Oh, man. And TPHI just lost all his buildings, and all the buildings disappeared, and he crashed. Or crashed the desktop. Oh, man. Knock on wood, mine's behaving at the moment. Oh, I know. That's what I said. It's nothing more than respect for you. That's all it is. You know, it's like, yes, there's plenty of room for both of us, and there's plenty. We've lost everything. Your keyboard, your yoke, everything. Holy shit. It's just a respect thing. That's all. Yeah. So once daylight saving time hits, it won't be an issue. Yeah, it is a big internet, and I want to fly along with you. You're flying the Velocity. That's the worst part of that. You have to reconfigure everything. Well, Mrs. can fly along. I'll swing back over to the airport. Get airborne, and I'll come get you, Mrs. TPHI, while he's configuring everything. Yeah, no, I want to be back. I love that plane. I didn't even think about that. It is what it is. I'll probably jump in if I'm not done. Oh, yeah, VNAV. That plane's pretty well behaved with VNAV. That's one good thing about it. This thing is so torquey, I'm going to hit that farmer's house. Yeah, the autopilot on that plane is very well behaved. VNAV works well. This one does have pressurized tanks and engine, so it's fully aerobatic capable, which technically it doesn't have pressurized tanks included with vents, but yeah, it's kind of a, shouldn't have those if it's got pressurized tanks. YYFN? Is that where you're flying? Must be great. TTF Tata for now, yeah. That's better. I thought that might have been an airport, YYFN. Uh-oh. Now I lost the message, TPHI. Well, shit. Maybe we'll just all go fly with Brett. Son of a bitch. I did a roll and she's gone. There's the airport. Load in again. I wrote an entire sentence the other day on something before I realized my entire hand was one set of keys over to the right from where it should be. I wrote a whole sentence in an email. I was writing an email and I wrote like the entire very long sentence, and I looked up at it. It was like, what the hell did it is right? And then I realized my left hand was one set of keys to the right. Oh, you're using me to load in? Okay, well then I'll start heading that way. I probably better gain a little altitude. Sometimes it gets funky if you don't. Tomorrow's a Wildcat. Tomorrow's take my money. Got friends. Just take my money. There's the Mrs. TPHI. Let me know what your cruise speed is so I don't go cranking off ahead of you. Man, the bugs are out bad tonight. I'm gonna have to shut my door. The weather's beautiful though. The bugs are coming in the house. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the Wildcat. I can see Icarus and I just, yeah, I can just see that leading to bad things. By the way, tomorrow I will post the video in that crazy wild spin I threw the PC-21 in. If you saw that chart, the silly chart, I pulled out of that with inches to go. I literally got out of that spin, and I even missed the trees, but not by much. Like, you could probably, a mouse couldn't have run between me and the tree. But I did not crash it in that spin. I have it all on video. It got in a bad spin too. Yeah, so unless Vegas, I've got a call into a friend of mine. I used to live out there, and her mom still goes there all the time, and I've got to call into a couple people trying to get reasonable rooms using their points or something. In Vegas, if I can't get a reasonable room, I can't. If I need a room for 3 people, for a 12-year-old boy, they charge me that extra $35 a night tax for a 12-year-old kid. That pisses me off. Power lines. Am I going too fast, Mrs. TPHI? Slow down a bit. Good thing about this plane, I can slow down a lot. What are you doing for speed cruise? What's your cruise on that one? I don't know what you're flying. CC-19. Oh, the Carbon Cub 19, yeah. With the trike gear, which is what I should use. It's so much better with the tricycle gear, but I keep getting a glutton for punishment and flying the tail draggers. I'm getting better at them. That last landing was really nice. 120. Okay. I can see you rolling in now. Now you're gonna run past me. First part of this flight is gonna be kind of boring, but then we're gonna hit that valley. It'll get much more exciting. I gotta drop my engine back. I'm gonna blow my engine. There we go. I don't want to tear my engine up. Alright, I'm gonna probably be hanging around 100 because I don't want to blow my engine. That's the one damage I usually keep on all the time. I'm almost out of coffee. Son of a bitch. Once we get past that first waypoint, it's going to get exciting. There's supposed to be that giant ass mountain here, and I don't see it. But I'm wondering if that's it, and it's just a gentle slope up to it. Not like a real steep cliff. Yeah, today was just a weird day. We had dinner at like noon. Like my nephew was here and was going back to Massachusetts, so we had an early dinner. I had like my whole afternoon to myself. I started doing stupid things. I tried to make travel arrangements. Tried to get a decent travel agent and go back. That didn't work. It's been a weird day. It's been warm, but cloudy. I literally was going to play all these games today. I was like, yeah, I can play games all day, and I didn't play any. I didn't play Starfield. I didn't play the new truck one. I didn't play the trains. I didn't play anything. This is over 8,000 feet. This is bonkers how high this flat area is up here. Lots of places to land around here. How far are we out from the first turn? Not far. That's where we start dropping into it. Oh, I think he might be loading back in. Somebody is. It's too low to see the airport. Yeah, unfortunately there was nothing closer to the exciting sections. Could have dropped down here. Something like that, but we didn't. Oh well. That's a lot of times I'll pre-fly them. And if there's a long stretch like this and there's a way to do it differently, I'll change things up a bit. And sometimes, like where it said elephants and giraffes and stuff like that, I'll try to find that exact location on little map so I can put it in, or just add it. If I'm flying by myself, I'll just add it right from the... Yeah, I know what I'll say, right from the globe. I think that's that giant mountain. There's just a slow slope all the way up it. Steady climb. Not quite sure why this plane likes to dive. Oh, the AI missed a ton of buildings here in this village. How you making out back there? You look like you're doing okay. Of course, I'm talking to you, trying to get you to type while you're flying. This farmland is just like a giant plateau, goes on forever. Oh no, yeah, like 12,000. I hate that. That doesn't have a save off, so you can save them. Like to the cloud save with all your settings and shit. That little brook washes. It's all supposed to be saved in the cloud, but second time it's happened now where it reverts back to all the default. Ugh. I think I'd scream if I lost all mine. I have so many different aircraft all mapped. If I decide to do this next Sunday, remind me that Brett's flying, because I want to fly the Velocity with him. For those few words being said there, yeah, I hear that. I'll tell you, I'm terrified that YouTube is actually promoting that monster thing. Oh, no, I'm going to enjoy this flight. I'll enjoy it. I'm here. I like flying this. Plus, I want to see what this is like. There's the valleys right there. We're coming up on them. We're going to drop in and have some fun now. Now the fun begins. Now's where the fun really starts. I completed his keyboard custom with the whole entire autopilot panels taking almost an hour by itself. Oof. He'll be good. Just stick in close. Don't hit the ground. Watch your speed. Pull your throttles back if you're going downhill. Push them back to flying when you're pulling out of it. And then push them forward when you're going uphill. It's a lot simpler than you think. No, you're not going to stay up there. You're going to come down here with me. Come on. Down on the deck. Right down this valley. There's nobody here to watch anyways. Just you and I. It's not being recorded or anything. It just relax. No, I know it doesn't bother you. Just relax. Go with the flow. Play with the plane. Literally, don't be stiff. Just Just go with the flow. This is one of the best ways to learn. Let it flow. Especially when you're bush flying. You don't have to follow the lines. You don't have to, you know, you're not 100% following something. Oh yeah, look at this. Here's where it begins. Just about going with the flow. Just roll with it. And stay smooth. You don't have to have your wings level because the ground's not level. You're constantly turning, constantly moving. Just let it flow. Come on, get down here. You're too high. You can do this. Especially in that plane, that little carbon cub. There, you got it. Right down in here. There you go. Make sure your trim is neutral, or pretty close to neutral, because you're going to be going up and down. Just watch your speed in your yellow zone. Ah, you were coming down. Where'd you go? I'll get you so you go ripping down something like this at Mach 1 jet. I mean, you don't have to come down and cut grass like some of us do. But actually, the lower you get, the more fun it is. But be relaxed. Don't be all stiff about it. And you'll be fine. You got this. Nice and smooth. Hanging low. Low and slow. This one would be good in a jet. These big wide valleys. This would scream in a jet. And oh man, I may have to go get another cup of coffee. It's not good. Which way do we go there? I might have to put that up for a bit. Follow this little brook up the bank in here. Just start to get. Oh, I bet that's an awesome waterfall in real life. As if you can't tell, I have a thing for waterfalls. I love waterfalls. You know, that airport's at like 8,000 feet, so I'm going to start gaining a little altitude now. Getting into the main river. Oh, look at that. Is that where I'm heading? Ah, nose, get down. Oh, there's a big river up ahead. That's where we're heading. I'm playing steak. I can't trim this thing out tonight. I'm not sure why. Probably because my throttle's like wide open. That's why. That'll make the difference. The train trip to Vegas and back is only $1,500. That's with the room and meals included. I may do that just because, why not? Oh, flight, I can get the flights for like $600 round trip, but you climb in a plane and you just miss everything. You're there, and the train, you get to see everything and get up and walk around. Sleep while it's rolling along. I love traveling on a train. It was like $12.50 I think for the, because like Amtrak will pull a fast one on you. They try to charge you for a cabin from Albany to Chicago. They'll try to get you to buy the room from Albany to Chicago. And it's expensive. No, that river's not flat. It's like very expensive for that leg. Here's the problem. They don't have one. Quite literally, there is no... No, oh, I guess we should have went up that to the airport. That's okay. We'll go the way the thing shows. There is no sleeper cars from Albany to Chicago. There never has been. Probably never will be, because they have to use the old coach cars for that route because there's low, extremely low overpasses. So they can't use the modern high cars. So there's no way to have sleeping berths. But they'll charge you a fortune for it, and then when you get to the airport, I know because I've done it once. Oh, we don't even offer that on the trains. They'll charge you for it, shit, and then you got to apply for refunds and all the crap. What a nightmare. And the guy's like, yeah, their system lets you book it, but there is none. They seem to think there is, but there isn't. And the train doesn't actually go to Vegas. It goes to Bullhead City, Arizona, which is where my son lives. And it gets in there at like 11 o'clock at night, but he'll give me a ride up to the motel rather than waiting for their... Amtrak has a bus that'll take you up to right to Vegas. And the bus driver's usually pretty good when you go. They're supposed to take you to McCarran Airport, but if they know what motel you're at, they'll take you right to the motel. I know I'll have to get at least 5 Grumpy Old Bastard t-shirts because everybody can have one for Justin, one for Nick, one for Crystal and Aerith, one for myself, and then probably another 5 to just randomly give away to other streamers that'll be there that I'll see. But I'll tell you, everybody that voted to have it in Vegas would have to be shot because Vegas is like the most expensive place in the country to have anything. It used to be dirt cheap. You could get free rooms wicked easy. That's not the case anymore. Now everything's gone right through the roof price-wise. I don't think you could have a more expensive place in the country to have it. And I think they found out because they're holding it one of the oldest hotels on the strip. I think when they booked it, they're like, oh shit, we're going to end up in Tropicana because it's the only one we can afford. Alright, Mr. GPHI, dive down the river and try to get under this bridge. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding about you trying to shoot the bridge. You gonna try it? You gonna try it? No. It was worth a shot. Damn mosquito. Hey William, how you doing? You back? We're just chilling. Trying to get her to go under a bridge, that wasn't happening. I'm trying to get her to fly lower than 1,000 feet above the ground. We're trying. I knew the bridge was a no-go, but she gets down there every once in a while, and then it's the next thing I look back, she's way the hell up again. Like, yep, nope, I'm done. You've only been flying for like 2 weeks, though. Hey, Mr. Zenon, how's it going? Good morning. This is just a chill members-only stream because Mr. Rep Plays is also starting right about now over on his stream. But earlier we showed how I make a, what I look for and how I make a bush flight trip. Now we're flying that trip. Regular TPHI was along, but his thing crashed and unmapped all his buttons. So let's just say you don't want to talk to him right now. Oh, does that look like a fun road? Oh, does that road look like a blast? There's probably like no guardrails and shit. Um, 45 minutes to a half an hour. Or probably 45 minutes. Don't go by their stupid 150 mile scale. It's not even close. That's from here to here, so that's about 75 miles. So, yeah, give or take 45 minutes. There's no info. I didn't put the flight plan in. I'm a slacker. We're about to go by HAMA. And we're going to land there. And then we're going over to HADT. I think we're just going to follow this road right into the next town, because that's where the airport is. That was to dirt now. They ran out of blacktop. Nope, they got more blacktop over there. Okay, that's not the town that the road goes to. The airport's over here. Oh, look at that. I bet that is an awesome waterfall too. Or on East USA, I got that in there. But I don't usually change that one. The airport should be right over here somewhere. The music is definitely not matching the scenery tonight. Climbing up out of the valley. Should be right off my nose. And straight in. Of course I was not lined up. Now it should be pretty close to right up there somewhere. Right there. That might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, Mr. TPHI, that thing is easy to land. Here's the trick to land in one of these planes, especially bush planes. Any plane works. You control your altitude with your speed, not your stick. Don't do this. Your flaps out, flaps full. Once you're stabilized, heading for the runway with your flaps on, if you want to go up, push your throttle forward a little bit. Gotta go down, pull it back a little bit. Control your altitude with your throttle. And when you're over the end of the runway, then you cut your throttle. Like I say, never turn off your throttle until you're 100% sure you can make the runway. Or until you're 100% sure you're over the runway. Then when you're down low, then you can flare it. Bring your nose up, obviously, if you don't want to hit the ground. If you're taking landing notes from me, you're fucking stupid anyways, but... Except for when I land like that. Occasionally I make a good absolute landing. Absolutely beautiful landing. That was butter. I think you're in the trike, so you got it made. It's easy to bring it right in. Runway's on the other side, but that'll work. Right in, no bounce. Nice.
Everyone knows it's butter.
That's me.
See, you didn't bounce. A little fast, but still you got in here. No worries. Nice job. Very nice. Yeah, lucky with these planes, we don't have to taxi around to the other end of the runway. We can just take off from wherever. That was a damn good landing for somebody who's been flying for a week. Better than a lot of mine. Stressful because everybody was watching. Yep. That was a fucking good landing. A little fast, but just come right in, no bounce. Yep. That's it. Still learning. Damn right. You did a good job. You don't even have a driver's license. We all are, exactly. You know, my grandfather never had a driver's license, ever. Even in World War II, like the commander would send him out because he was a cook, and they would go to trade with the other countries to get tea, because my grandfather, the commander, liked tea rather than coffee, and they would go trade with the Australians for tea during World War II, where they were stationed. And the commanding officer knew my grandfather wouldn't drive, so he would literally requisition him a car and a driver to go trade goods for tea. During World War II. There's our engine back here. That's good for Canadians, but she doesn't have a license. Man, I'll bet there's some epic waterfalls around here. Of course, Africa's got some amazing waterfalls, like Victoria Falls. That'd be one of those where if you're rafting, you better get out right here. If you don't, it's gonna be a freaking it'll be like a land of the lost moment. Oh hell yeah. That would definitely be a land of the lost moment. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, it's too bad. We're gonna go over that ridge and come down the next valley just for giggles. I just wanted to see that. Taking a break, getting more coffee. That's what I should have done. I should have went and got more coffee. Well, my grandfather never learned to drive. Ever. My grandmother drove him everywhere. And after my grandmother passed away, My grandfather gave me her car as long as I took him to the store whenever he wanted to go, or to the bus station, or wherever the hell he wanted to go. As long as I drove him there, I could have the car. Oh man, this place just got to be loaded with waterfalls. I come over here on a waterfall safari. The hell with the animals. Everybody wants to see all the animals. I can come here on a waterfall safari. I just want to see waterfalls. We have to catch a glimpse of an elephant or giraffe. That'd be cool, but I want to see the waterfalls. Did you give up, Mrs. TPHI? Some terrace farming. Well, you better hope your tractor doesn't fall off that edge. Oh, I think she's waiting for whoever just logged in. East USA, yes sir. Somebody just popped in up the top of the hill there. That's H-A-M-A. Hector Alpha Mary. This looks like you're sitting back at the airport still. I already took off and left. He lost all his key bindings. All the buildings disappeared, and then he went crashed the desktop and came back. All his key bindings were gone. Somebody just spawned on top of me. Or close, very close. Oh, there he is. There's Mr. William Kelly. He said your bindings are now gone too? Well, what the hell? Oh man. That sucks. It really does suck. That happened to me once after an update. Ugh. I haven't lost all the I lost all my bindings once, just when I first started. So I didn't have all the quadrants and shit, so it wasn't super bad, but it was when, if you used the cloud gaming on the Xbox, it wiped them all out when you went to the PC. Because it thought you were back on the Xbox. So it erased everything. Yeah, that pissed me off. I'm still getting used to my sensitivity being cranked. The elevators, I'm still twitchy with the elevator. The ailerons I got pretty good, but the elevators, I'm still twitchy. just got it set up a couple days ago. It sucks. Ugh. What is update 13 fixing? Anybody know? Hate cloud setting. Our office used to do it when we lost the profile settings. Yeah. I'm bouncing all over. Oh, you mean up and down? Yeah. It's twitchy. I'm twitchy with it. I'm getting used to it. It's getting better. Oh yeah, the got gravels. I don't even remember which one if I'm in the got gravel or the got. I think so. Yeah, because I got the big last one. Yeah, save all your settings to USB would be awesome. That would be handy to have a backup of all your bindings and settings. Do I have NOS? Probably. I don't. What do I have in this one? Magnetos, strobes. No. Oh, I think this is the NOS one. I think this is the one that's below it. No, yeah, I'm in the. I'm not in the one that's the scrappy one that's got the NOS. Whoa, what the hell am I doing? What the hell? There's the there's the got carbon and got gravel. Those are two different ones. Hey James, good to see you again. Just popping in before you go to bed. Oh, thanks for stopping by, leaving a like. Oh, you didn't say leaving a like, you just said hello. Oh, they did to like it. Okay. Have a good night, dude. I want to go to bed early. Oh, you're kicking up dust. Yeah, it's a pretty chill flight. It's actually a cool flight. We just made it. We just made it. 5 minutes before we started flying it. So if you want to know how we made it, watch it on the... I love that dust effect until you're in it. Gotta see how I make my bush flights. Rewatch it tomorrow. I hate these rivers that go uphill. They really tend to ruin the immersion. Gravity defying rivers. This looks a lot like Savannah. Savannah land. Never figure out why Savannah, Georgia was called that. It's not a Savannah. Mostly swamp. Can't even skip the tires when the river's like this. Sorry, I was just enjoying flying there for a minute. I totally bugged out and forgot I was on stream. I was just watching Mojave fly, and I was just flying, and I totally forgot I was in the middle of the stream. The tail's a little twitchy. Might have to put just a little bit of dead zone in there. Yeah, I'd have to, I'm not getting, it's just a little too twitchy. Oh, shit. Looked away for a second. There's one swimming. Wacky water. Now you can cough in the dust. Trim out, plane. That would help. They're not too bad on fuel. Plane's better on fuel than I am on coffee. Now one more drink of coffee left and that's it. What a shame. Yeah, the river's kind of shitty, but the rest of the mountains are great. And the colors. Some parts there was all reds and shit. I think we're getting away from the river anyways here. So yeah, I'm going back to South America for the Friday night's bush flight. Just such an amazing area. The mountains are so steep, and I have the mesh and everything just about, and there's enough small airports there to make it so you just bounce all over the place. It's like the world's most perfect place to bush fly. I thank you guys for that. Showing me that. Incredible. Yeah, the river's not even worth it. There's something wrong there. A couple clouds. Got some good spots to land, like right here. It's like a community right there, a small town or something. Around huts. Fly up here, away from the river, up on the banking. I won't look at the river and it won't be bad. Looks like there's little tiny communities out here. There's little round houses and no roads. There's a big terrace section right there. Oh shit, yeah, I gotta put the dead zone in there. Right back in the dust. Oh, look at that. How the hell are we doing on our trip? Not far, just climbing up out of there. Let's take our little climb up there. I don't know if you have the flight planner, if you can see my screen. Start heading left up here, away from the main river. Heading up this side valley. That valley? No, it's this valley right here. Whoa! Almost smacked right in the side of the mountain, trying to find the right valley. No, it's not this valley. Oh, I'm taking this one. Oh, more waterfalls. What if they'd let me go on a waterfall hike tour or helicopter tour? Yeah, right. Like that would cost. Oof. You gotta wonder where the hell that water's coming from right there. Somebody's been up here. People have been up there. There we go. I think this is the valley we want. Or is it the other one? It's the next one. Hey, there's other people. Joey Mays. Look back. Take a look behind you, Mojave. Oh, William, look behind you. What a view it is behind you. Holy shit. That's incredible back there. Holy cow. Man. Right ahead of us is cool, but that right there is wild looking. Of course, we got Super Mario Land satellite photos. Yeah, behind it, that way over speed. Well, this whole area where we started, where the hell was it? Up in here? This is all flat. All flat as can be. It just keeps climbing to the top of that mountain. It's not even much of a mountain. It's all high plateau like the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I was thinking some of this area would be fun with a jet or something definitely faster. Because a lot of the canyons are much wider. They're pretty wide, so Wildcat, jet, the L39 would be really good in here. Yeah, be getting the Wildcat, what, tomorrow, right? Tomorrow? 25th? $3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Awesome. I will probably be getting it some point tomorrow. I've been out at 3 p.m. I'm still debating that. Has anybody heard anything or seen anything on that? It's a $20 scenery package. Now, I don't do a lot of scenery packages to begin with, but there's a $20 scenery package that adds something like crazy number of buildings to like a whole shitload of U.S. cities. Handcrafted buildings in a bunch of U.S. cities. It's $20. And I wonder if it's worth it, but I haven't seen anybody do anything on it. It's in the marketplace, but I've heard nothing about it. It just came out. It's new. And let's be honest, the first 5 reviews are 5-star reviews because they're all friends of the developer that bought it to bump the reviews up. You know, maybe I'll buy it and do a video on it this week, like I have time this week. Instead of a first flight, we'll just do a first. Go check it out. It's $20, so it's for scenery wise, that's kind of on the expensive side, but it's supposed to be a whole shitload of scenery. These are all farms up here. Up on this is all farming land. These little huts and those little farmlands and the walls and shit, but there's not a single road out here. He's done cities, like added buildings in cities, not like that. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's supposed to be. 60 cities or 40 cities. I don't remember how many, but it's just custom buildings in cities. And it's, you know, specific buildings like the World Trade Center or whatever. You know, pulling names out of my ass. But stuff like that. There's like half a dozen buildings and things in each city that Asobo didn't get to. No, not smaller type buildings, which would be cool if somebody did buildings that were much more, you're right, if somebody did much more geographic specific buildings, would be cool. Would be cool to see ranch style buildings like say up Montana. More Adirondack style buildings up here, which are more log cabin-y up here. Log cabin and A-frame. Say Adobe huts in the desert Southwest. That would be awesome if somebody could pull that off. Like here, you can tell these are some sort of round houses. They're all round. Those look like craters, but There's no roads to these farms. There's all these crazy big farms around here. There's no roads. The people live out here must have to grow everything they survive off of. They get from right here. 25 Canadian. Is that? Yeah, I think that's. Oh, this is more than 3 cities. It just came out this week. It was or last Thursday. It just dropped last Thursday. Well, you might be able to look at the marketplace. $20 US, 25 Canadian, be pretty close. Come on, you gonna start working? There we go. Oh well, I saw. Maybe I'll grab it this week. The hell, I'll blow $40 this week and then wonder why I can't go to the. Blow $40 this week and then wonder why I can't go to the out to dinner this week. It's like, oops. No more bacon for you. Nah. I have a stupid bacon budget. Of course, I go out to breakfast. We all go Sunday at a local diner. He opens early. He's a really nice guy. He opens early so my parents can go eat and get to church on time. So the guy opens the diner early. Gowanbot is doing a lot of hashtags. I haven't told anybody about Gowanbot. Gowanbot's funny. Oh my fucking god, it's funny. You're working on it tomorrow? Okay, that'll be cool. It's funny. It's definitely funny. I think it'll be a riot. We can get it to work in chat. Yep, that's where I live. Now, Ausable's really weird because depending on where you look, some has a space in Ausable and some don't. Doesn't really matter one way or the other. But some people have, some places have Ausable as one word and some have those two. But even when it's one word, it's still double capitals. Capital A, capital S. But one word. And it's really funny, if you go north on the highway, it's done one way, and if you go south on the highway, it's done the other. So, yeah, literally, the state's confused, because if you go, like I said, literally if you go north on the highway, it's one way, and if you go south on the highway, it's the other. So looks like up here it's either just a little tiny creek or a dry riverbed at this point. Trying to follow this creek. Even the post office doesn't know which one it is. I asked the girls in the post office, each girl had it said it was the other way around. Somebody's beautiful grass field up top here. Oh man. Then you look out over that. Oh. Could you imagine? Standing up there on that grass field in person, looking out at that. All the way around you too. Oh my God. Now we're getting into fields with roads. Look at how they terrace the entire hillsides in here. It looks like they went all the way up. Yeah, maybe not. It looked like it was all the way up through here, but I think they stopped on the rock right there. Still. Holy cow. That's what I was saying when they was doing the designing of the bush flight, occasionally going up over a ridge rather than staying in the bottom all the time. Gives you views like that you'd miss if you just stay in the river valleys the whole time. But changing it up and having it going up over peaks and up ridges. Looks like the AI missed every single house out here. It's like they just kind of said, don't scan it. You don't need to. Nobody's going to fly over here. Nope, we got those houses finally. Yeah, I'm gaining some altitude because it looks like we're going to climb up out of here. And I'm down to just water. Oh, too late tonight to get another cup of coffee anyways. We're at over 9,000 feet. This is bonkers. These farms are kicking it at 10,000 feet up. Crazy. Trying to get down low, see how high. That's like 1400 or 10,400 feet right there. You live here, you really hate people? Yeah. Unbelievable. Oh, there's a town. Like literally, they're farming at levels that plane you're supposed to have oxygen above, and they're farming that high up. You're supposed to have your oxygen on your plane. You're over 10,000. These guys are farming at 10, 11,000 feet. Goats and sheep. This is all actual farming too. It's terraced farmland. Pretty wild. And welcome, Colonel. Yeah, I've been wanting to do something in Colorado, or Alaska or Jesus Christ, Africa. It's gonna do something in Africa for a while. I just kept putting it off or not doing it, and now Mr. Sean Dale did a really cool flight across Africa that I got the flight plan for. And they do as a short series sometimes. It's like 8, 10 flights. And I was seeing some of his screenshots and I was like, damn it, I gotta do this. I had nothing to do today. It's almost 12,000 to peak right there. It is over 12. Yep. Bonkers. Amazing altitudes out here. All right. I don't know how good a stall's going to do at this altitude, but we're going to try. We're not going to make that one. Nope, maybe. Nope, we'd fall off the edge. You've lived at 12,000? No, I don't think I can get up there. I can get down there. Oh yeah, that's right, you were up in the mountains. That is right. I'm gonna get up there. Maybe. Oh! Prop strike. Strong legs and lungs. Yep. Never mind the prop strike. I want to get up there, damn it. I want to get a screenshot of my plane up here. Yeah, great brakes, drive your prop in the mud. Somebody else is here. Who's that? Who's that? There's Mojave. Who's the other one? Ah, TPHI finally got in. There we go. What a freaking shot. No, 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 no. Don't you dare. Almost stuffed it right there. Get the brakes on real quick. We're going to throw that off. We're going to turn the... I I found the bare necessities. See if they're working. I bound the bare necessities. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Yeah, that's the word. Oh, sorry. Now, you're supposed to go to 63 is the magic number on the camera. That gets rid of the fish eye. Oink. There we go. Snag that one. Look at that. Anybody else try to land up here? No? Alright, I'll be there in a second. I'm just going to dive off the side of this mountain. Alright, get back on course. Quite a few little houses here. It's their own little farm. Yeah, they've terraced every bit of this. I bet you get a tire going down that son of a bitch. It'd go for a day and a half. Get a tire because there's no trees over that whole stretch. Just get a tire and roll it down that hill. There's the lake. There's that big old lake. Big lake. The airport's right ahead. I wonder how much of Africa's food's grown in this area. So much of this northern part is desert. They've terraced every square inch of this place. Big round thing, I bet that's a radar dome. Or a water tower. Stop looking at where you're gawking and get back on track. The AI must not have scanned this area at all. Like, not a single house is in. Whole stretches of this. We've been on this flight that doesn't. Yeah, I just ignored. Oh yeah, if anybody's curious, I did find out that if you do a live stream, members only live stream, you can play whatever music you want, but the second it becomes a members only video, you'll get copyright strikes on it. So if you delete it right after the stream, you're good, but if you put it live afterwards as a video, even for members only, it will give you the copyright strike. Oh well. Boom. Put Navi on. So hopefully, if everything goes well, January 1st, Godwin Inc. or LLC will be taking over the channel officially. So it's easy. Gonna put the ownership of the whole thing into an LLC. That way it's easier to deal with taxes. And just in case I offend somebody and they try to sue me, they have to sue the LLC and not my house. So. I'm still going to do it only as a hobby, but it'll be a hobby that's owned by the corporation. Just for safety reasons. You guys won't notice anything different. The only people that know something different are people when you make a donation. The receipt won't go to my personal name. Yeah, it's better to protect myself, and it's a lot easier to separate the two from my finances and the company's finances, so I can show 100% going back in, not going in my pockets, and for writing it off. I already spoke to an accountant. He's like, it's not enough money to worry about, but better off to have it that way. Like you said, better to have it that way just in case you have a video that goes crazy viral, gets millions of dollars or millions of views, and yet also you get a check for $4 or $5 grand. It's just, then you're screwed. If you didn't have the protections put in place ahead of time. Or like you said, also if somebody decides to try to sue you for defamation or something like that, they'd have to get the corporation and not my house. I'm thinking, that's not it. I was going to land right here, but I think TPI is over at the airport. I was going to land right here in this little grass patch. We're setting it all to take effect January 1. Bit expensive, but fuck it. Save my ass, save my house. It's supposed to be a long ass runway too. It's grass, it says soft, but it's like 6,000 feet. I'm guessing it's just that long straight piece of grass ahead of me. I roll down here where everybody else says, whoa! This plane does that. I don't know why. It shouldn't be torque steering when the engine's idle. I think the torque steer is based on speed. Yeah, it wasn't bad. First one I did was much better. When I was in the farmer's field, just put it down like smooth as glass. Go figure. Smooth as glass, no forward roll. See that guy took off in like, what was it, 6 feet the other day in the stall competition? That's insane. Granted, the winds were blowing pretty good, but still, 6 foot takeoff. grab a quick screenshot before I call it a night. The brakes on. Ugh! Oh, there's crap off of here. Hey guys, thanks for coming out. Mrs. TPHI, Mr. TPHI, and of course William Kelly out here for Fly Along Grumpy Old Bastard Squadron. I thank you. I thank all the members who showed up in chat. It's because of you guys I can do all the giveaways and stuff. It's so appreciated. I want to make sure. No, it's all good. This is what it is. You know, you guys make the channel what it is. You allow me to do all these crazy giveaways and all that fun stuff. So if at any point in the future I'm not doing enough for you guys, absolutely hit me up and say, hey, you know, you're kind of slacking off. I'm serious. If I'm not doing enough to warrant your memberships, you know, doing some member stuff for you guys, don't hesitate to hit me up and say, hey, you've been slacking off a little bit. You want to do something for us? Absolutely, 100%. Feel free to say that to me. I won't be angry. I won't be pissed. I doubt it'll come to that, but if it does, please feel 100% free to say that to me. Or if there's anything you guys want to see or do or flights, hit me up and I will absolutely. Oh, the Christmas party I'm holding at my house. Can I get a background? But if there's anything you guys want to do as far as members only flights or other games, that's members only, anything you guys want to do, hit me up 100%. We will do it. We'll have a good time. You know, I look at some of the people I'm memberships to, and I have seen 2 videos in a year. So I don't want to be that guy. So, like I said, please, and like I said, and I'm here for you guys. If there's anything members only you want to do, hit me up. We'll do it. If it's a game I have, we'll play it. I don't care. We'll do whatever you want. So, thanks guys for coming out. I think Brett Plays is still flying. If he is, I'm going to go try to jump on his stream and at least catch the end of the landing. So I thank you guys, really. The channel's being great because of you guys as much as me. So thanks guys. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other. And I don't even know where the button is. Have a good night, everybody. I'm out of here. If you're going over to Brett's stream, I'll see you over there if he's still flying. See you guys.